Prime Minister Narendra Modi arrived in Japan on August 29th for the 15th India-Japan Annual Summit with Japanese Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba. This will be Modi's first bilateral summit with Ishiba, though the two leaders have already met on the sidelines of ASEAN and G7 meetings. From Japan, Modi will travel to China for the Shanghai Cooperation Organization meeting in Tianjin. India and Japan share one of the strongest partnerships in Asia, elevated over time from a global partnership in 2000 to a special strategic and global partnership in 2014. Ahead of the summit, Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri stressed that India and Japan share values, trust, and a converging strategic outlook. The visit will cover a wide range of areas. Defense and security ties will be reviewed and upgraded, from the 2008 Security Declaration to joint exercises like Malabar, JIMEX, and Dharma Guardian. Both nations will also push forward on technology transfer and interoperability between their armed forces. Trade and investment remain a key pillar, with bilateral trade touching nearly $23 billion and Japan ranking as India's fifth largest investor. The two sides are expected to launch a new economic security initiative focused on semiconductors, AI, clean energy, and critical minerals. Investment targets are likely to be revised upward, given that the 5 trillion yen goal has already been achieved ahead of schedule. On infrastructure, Japan continues to be India's largest development partner. The Mumbai-Ahmedabad bullet train project is the flagship, and Modi and Ishiba are expected to ride a Shinkansen to Sendai, the hub of semiconductor research. With both nations among the world's top 5 economies and leading democracies in Asia, the Modi-Ishiba summit is set to reinforce the partnership across defense, economy, energy, and people-to-people bonds.
See, Quad is something which started in 2004 during the tsunami, you know that. And since then we have seen it has come a long way. It has summits, it has foreign ministers meeting, but it has a very concrete, positive agenda with which it has been working for the last few years. So we look forward to taking it forward. India and Japan are two important countries in Indo-Pacific, two very important countries in Quad. So when they meet, they would be discussing about, the leadership would be discussing about the geopolitical situation and also the geo-economic situation. So definitely all these issues will come up during the talks.
The Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi, is embarking on an official visit to Japan on the evening of 28th August. He will be in Japan on the 29th and the 30th of August for holding the 15th India-Japan Annual Summit with the Prime Minister of Japan, His Excellency Shigeru Ishiba. This is a significant visit for several reasons. It's Prime Minister Modi's first annual summit with Prime Minister Ishiba. It is also his first standalone visit to Japan in nearly 7 years. He last visited for the annual summit in 2018. Since then, of course, he has visited Japan, but that has been for multilateral engagements and other ceremonial events. So this will be a visit that will be fully dedicated to the bilateral agenda between India and Japan. This is also Prime Minister's 8th visit to Japan since he took office in 2014, and reflects the very high priority that this particular relationship has in our foreign relations. The annual summit between India and Japan, as you would be aware, represents the highest level dialogue mechanism that exists between the two countries, and it drives the agenda of the India-Japan Special Strategic and Global Partnership. Prime Minister has met Prime Minister Ishiba of Japan on previous occasions on the sidelines of international events. They first met, I think, it was in Vientiane on the sidelines of the ASEAN summit, and more recently on the sidelines of the G7 summit in Kananaskis in Canada in June of this year. These discussions during these events will be taken forward during the annual summit in Tokyo on the 29th of August. India and Japan are two countries that share values, trust, and strategic outlook on several issues. They are two of Asia's leading democracies and amongst the top 5 world economies. Our bilateral relations have expanded steadily in scope and ambition over the last decade, and today comprise trade and investment, defense and security, science and technology, infrastructure and mobility, people-to-people contact, and vibrant cultural engagement between the two sides. So the 15th summit will give both prime ministers the opportunity to do an in-depth review of these ties, take stock of progress in the last few years across multiple domains, and of course, as is usual, exchange views on regional and global issues of importance. This will also be an opportunity to launch several new initiatives in order to build greater resilience in the relationship and to respond to emerging opportunities and challenges. One of the features of the annual summit between India and Japan is an engagement between the two leaders outside the capital, and on this occasion as well, the program includes a visit outside Tokyo, which is again going to be something to look forward to for the two leaders. The program also includes interactions of the Prime Minister with several other political leaders from Japan, as also with friends of India in Japan. The Prime Minister will also participate in a business leaders forum with captains of Japanese and Indian industry. These interactions are aimed at deepening the very important trade, investment and technology relationship between the two countries. We have also seen in recent years an intensification of the engagement between Indian states and Japanese prefectures, and an engagement focused on this particular aspect has also been planned for during the visit. Overall, the visit will consolidate our long-standing friendship. It will open fresh avenues of cooperation and reaffirm our shared commitment to peace, prosperity and stability, both for the two countries as well as in our shared Indo-Pacific region and beyond. Let me stop there, and I'll turn the microphone over to my colleague, Secretary West, to brief you on Prime Minister's visit to Tianjin for the SCO summit.